Kris Knoblauch on going with Connor and Leon together right out of the gate. And it doesn't sound like this is going to be a temporary thing. Knoblauch explains his decision to start the season with McDavid and Draisaitl on the same line, saying, quote, when they're playing together, you get a lot more out of the rest of the three lines. That might sound a bit ironic, but the others get more ice time that is available when those two are playing 21 and 22 minutes on their own line. There isn't much ice time left for the third and fourth lines, and often they feel left out. But with Connor and Leon playing together, it allows those three lines to stay in the game, play their regular shift more often, and they also get to play more to their identity. If you have a guy who maybe isn't a top six guy, but he's playing with Leon or Connor, you kind of have to play a top six line identity, even if that isn't a part of their game. By playing Connor and Leon together, the other guys play to their identity, and maybe you get more out of them. We saw it last year with Nugent-Hopkins when he was playing with Podkolzin and Arvidsson. They were putting up as much offense individually. Do you buy this, or do you think this is just him trying to keep Connor happy?
I buy it. I think it actually makes a little bit of sense when he kind of lays it out the way he does. You're going to rely on Nugent-Hopkins a lot more this season if this is the case for like a long-term plan. At least he's not just hiding it anymore.
I mean, yeah, he's not pretending.
At least it's coming out being like, hey, like, we want to play them together or they're going to play together. They're the best two players in the league. I actually don't always hate it as much as other people do. I understand it, and like people were really calling it out last night, being like, Knoblauch is completely disagreeing with Stan Bowman. Maybe guys like Howard and Savoy just aren't ready to play with those guys yet, and that's fine. Maybe they'll get to that point, but like,
where I'll disagree with you is I think Savoy is.
I think he might be too, but yesterday he was pretty quiet.
Yeah,
well, Howard was solid. Like I think they'll get there, and I'm not worried about it. But maybe that's what Knoblauch's just giving him a little bit extra time. But like, get used to playing in the top six. Well, I'm sure one of them will play with Nuge.
Yeah.
And then the other one will play with Henrique, whoever it may be. Tomasek. Because obviously Frederick's the guy who looks like he's going to be on the top line with them. But yeah, I don't hate it as much as people do. They go to it all the time. Like, let's not act like this isn't going to happen anyway. What do you think?
I see his logic, right? Of like, okay, if you need to play Connor 22 minutes and Leon 22 minutes, that's 44 minutes. Now there's only 16 minutes left. I know it's imperfect because there's power play time, but like even if they each get 18 minutes at 5-on-5, that's 36 minutes. There's 24 minutes to go for the next two lines, which is only 12 minutes each, right? Take away the special teams time. There's only 7 minutes of 5-on-5 time per line to go around. Maybe there is something to everyone's going to get more ice time and we'll still have this elite top line. I just worry that they don't have the horses to actually pull this off.
Well, find out pretty quick. I like that they're doing it at the start of the year, though, and not just like trying to figure it out later. Like getting guys going. Like see what you have, right? Like maybe Mangiapane can turn into more of a top six regular for you and play the more consistently, right? And he's right. Like when you look back at last season, like we all knew Podkolzin wasn't a top six winger. We all knew it. We were all watching. But
Dry likes playing with him.
Exactly. But like we're watching the game, but like what if he just becomes a really solid third line guy now and he's like played the right amount of minutes?
And to your point, 10 points in 22 playoff games, playing largely away from Leon Draisaitl. He scored 2 goals in the playoffs. Like maybe if Podkolzin and Mangiapane can be some duo that actually drives offense, and they don't need Draisaitl there, like, yeah, I can see a path to this working. Wise Kyle says, honestly, fire Nobby, which is a totally normal reaction to the coach doing one thing you don't like. But.
Yeah, that's very logical, Kyle. No Wise.
Again, I'm willing to give Knoblauch the benefit of the doubt. He's been an NHL head coach for 2 years. He's gone to the Stanley Cup final twice. He might know something. He might know something about this room.
Yeah.
I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt here. I'm just hesitant that this is a long-term solution for the team. Very hesitant. I think eventually when you get to a playoff series, you need to be able to go Connor, Leon, Connor. Like when you're down in a game, Connor, Leon. Like I like that. I also like going with this approach way more than I like. We're splitting them up. Oh my God, we're down 1-0 to the Canucks on the first Saturday of the season. Put them together. That's dumb. So I'm willing to see how this looks. I'm willing to give Knoblauch the benefit of the doubt here.
I agree. I prefer them to start the game rather than just like panic mode. We have to jam them up. I think they'll be fine.
Wise Kyle says I could read the whole comment. He said the spine works and wins cups. It hasn't won a cup yet. This top-loaded and easy to stifle. Not if the rest of the lines are working the way Knoblauch imagines them to. The rest of your comment didn't really add anything to the context. The top line, the spine has not won them a Stanley Cup. Nothing has won them a Stanley Cup. So give this a go for 15 games.
I think the Oilers have a deep roster with a lot of players who have versatility. Leon Draisaitl is one of those players who can play on the wing.
Totally.
And you still have Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who is a great NHL player.
Yep.
Who can play as your second line center. It's not like we're sitting here being like, holy shit, Boyd Gordon's on the second line tonight. No, that second line could be Ike Howard, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Andrew Mangiapane.
It could be.
Which is really solid.
Yep. Or they could move Frederick down and put Savoy with Connor and Leon or whatever.
I do think that's the only move I would change. I understand. I actually don't hate Frederick being up there. Maybe, hey, if that pans out, and all of a sudden you've got him locked up for 8 years.
That's exactly what I said to Gregor on last Wednesday. As I was like, hey, if that works, like, look out.
Perfect. Yeah, he's maybe the only one I would change, but I actually like that they're trying it. I would try Savoy up there, but again, maybe he's not ready for it.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.